Strange Black Beats.
In shadows deep, a world in pain, lost and broken, caught in the rain. Then a whisper, a gentle breeze of love unending, meant to appease. Yahweh's promise, a light so bright, to pierce the darkness with holy might. Yeshua, Yeshua, Son of the Most High, came down from glory beneath the sky. Yahweh's love in flesh revealed, healing the wounded, the broken, the healed. Lift your voice and sing His praise through endless days, through all our ways. He walked among us humble and true, spoke words of wisdom fresh and new. The blind could see, the lame could walk. His gentle spirit began to talk of a kingdom coming, a love so vast, a future glory that's meant to last. Oh, Yeshua, Yeshua, Son of the Most High, came down from glory beneath the sky. Yahweh's love in flesh revealed, healing the wounded, the broken, the healed. Lift your voice and sing His praise through endless days, through all our ways. He bore our burdens, our sin and shame. Upon the cross, He called our name. Rose from the darkness, death's power defied. Now we have life, in Him we abide. Yahweh's plan, a sacrifice pure. Forever His love will endure. Yeshua, Yeshua, Son of the Most High, came down from glory beneath the sky. Yahweh's love in flesh revealed, healing the wounded, the broken, the healed. Lift your voice and sing His praise through endless days, through all our ways. So let us worship with hearts ablaze, Yeshua our Savior, through all our days. Yahweh our Father, forever we'll sing the praises and glory Your great name brings.
A big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Shorsham. And big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology family. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. I was listening to our Sister E, not too long ago. And she was calling out some things that was going on behind the scene, and I ain't gonna get in nobody's business. Whatever going behind the scene between people, that's their business. But she did a live, and we can talk about it because she did a live about it. One day, people they're gonna thank us one day. They're gonna say, bro, y'all was trying to warn us. Now, whether people believe a lot of our people or some of our people, that's not the thing. You have to understand that the people that are fleeing to Africa are coming back with nothing, losing a lot of their life savings, resources, and once they get over there, and this not happening to everybody, but the YouTube videos that we see, people doing videos about their experiences. One brother, he posted his experience over there, and they was demolishing his property. They was stealing things that belonged to him. Other of our people have been scammed out of land. Some people go over there have a good experience. Some people go over there have a bad experience. That's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is that the fact that we trying to warn y'all about what the book say, and y'all disregard the book to listen to those who teaching you who not coming out the book. See, this is not about being liked, because when you tell people the truth, you're gonna be disliked. So who care about being disliked when you love Yah? Who care about how somebody gonna feel about what you telling them, what the scriptures say when you fear Yah? The Bible say, warn my people for me. So all we trying to do is warn you. Now you don't have to listen, but we trying to warn you. And when I was listening to Sister E, she's trying to do the same thing, which is warn our people. Some gonna listen, family, some will never listen. Everything I was saying about how these channel holders have a stronghold on people based off the numbers of the channel holder. She said the same thing. She said the same thing. They look at these platforms, and because the platform is big, the people are afraid of the one that's over the platform. So they scared to correct them, scared to ask questions, scared to challenge the message. How you gonna hold somebody's feet to the fire if you're afraid of a man? If something don't sound right to you, you're supposed to challenge the doctrine. You're supposed to examine what that person is teaching you. A lot of people say, man, this don't sit right in my spirit. And the person that's teaching you will go, man, you just ain't got no knowledge. That ain't what that be. When it's not sitting right in your spirit, that's the Holy Spirit telling you this not right. This doctrine not right. There's nothing wrong with you, family. When you get confused by a doctrine, it's not your fault. You ain't the problem. It's the doctrine that they bringing forth. That's the problem. And it ain't the scripture's fault. It's the person just don't have no understanding to bring it to you. But he talking. He trying to crunch it in there, boy. He trying to make it fit, but it don't fit. So when lies get exposed, instead of them coming to the platform and saying, man, we lied to y'all and we made a mistake and we want to apologize, they be so deep gone into the lie, they cannot come back and apologize because they too invested in the lie. Once you invested in a lie, you cannot come back. Well, you should come back, but most people would not come back and admit that they was wrong, family. So they're going to continue to push a lie. Our people are being told to get out of America. America is going to be destroyed. Leave this place. Do not die with this place. But when you read the scriptures, the Most High, through his son Yahshua, is not going to do anything while you are here. Why would he let nations drop bombs on America and you are here? Did he not tell you he have to shorten the days because no flesh should be saved? Why no flesh should be saved? Because everybody have a missile, a nuclear weapon. So Yah is not going to say he gonna gather you, but then let bombs be dropped on you. Then how he gonna gather you? Whoo. Most people got a lot of book sense over me, but ain't a, boy, I thank Yah for common sense. I always prided myself on common sense, man. I'm a common sense based person, man. I don't gotta be the smartest in the world, but I use this brain that he gave me. I'm big on common sense. Now they're using scriptures like Revelations 18:4 that say, come out of her, my people. Be not partakers of her sin. That scripture means flee. But that's not what that scripture said. That scripture say, come out of her. Come out of all the ways of the daughter of Babylon, mystery Babylon, because I've been saying this for years, that Babylon is a worldwide system. They just focus on America when Babylon is a worldwide system, y'all. It don't matter where you go in this world, Babylon is right there. The doctrine, homosexuality, captivity. No matter where you go, guess what? A woman just moved to Russia. She said she was trying to get out of America because she was tired of being discriminated against, right? So she left the daughter of Babylon, went to Russia, and they beat the woman. Man, I mean, beat that woman bad, man. While the woman was holding her 2-year-old daughter in her hand. So she left this place to go to Russia, and they still beat this woman. So was America the problem? Or just this worldwide system is the problem? Which one is it? But when we warn our people and tell them, it don't matter where you go, Babylon is going to be right there. No, man, it ain't like that in other places. So she went to Russia. They beat this woman bad. I'm talking bad. Face all just bruised up, messed up. She still got discriminated against, family. I don't do nothing unless I ask Yah, should I do this or should I forbear? Should I go or should I stay? Should I be around this person or no? Is this person right for me or not? Do this person care about your word or not, Yah? Is this person sincere, Yah? Is this person really in the truth because he love the people, Yah? Because if not, can you reveal this person to me, Yah? Can you show me his mind, Yah? We don't ask questions. We just go. Woof. We just take off running. All we trying to do is warn our people. You fleeing to different places and you got the right to move to wherever you want to move. But don't do it out of fear. Don't do it out of a channel holder telling you, you better leave America. You better run. You better go. Leave this place. But they haven't left yet. They telling you to leave, but they still here. If it's so bad the way they said, why they still here? Now you have the Israelites, some of them fighting against the FBA family, right? Now we understand that the Most High scattered us to the four corners of the earth. So we understand that our Caribbean Israelites, Jamaican Israelites, Haitian Israelites, the UK Israelites, the island Israelites, you know, all our brothers and sisters in Latin America, the Afro Israelites. We understand that. But now you got a problem with FBA, but you telling our people to go to Africa where the Africans hate us just as much as the white man do. Now, in every nationality, you're going to always find a handful of people that's not like the rest of their people. You're going to always find you a few people that don't behave like that. But for the most part, I have never in my 44 years of living ever connected with a son of Ham. And there's no knock to Ham. There's no knock to me. We just don't connect on nothing. We have never been pulled together because we are two different people. I only connect and always been around my people. Now, somebody else, your experience may be different. My experience is that I only connect with Black Americans. Somebody else may connect with all people. I have never connected with Hamites. I have never been around Hamites. I have never been around a Hamite but one time in my whole life. One time in my whole life. I'm talking about really being in the presence of a Hamite. And he had an accent. And when I looked at him, I knew he was different from me, man. We didn't look alike. He don't look like nobody in my family. But I didn't know what tribe he came from in Africa, but I knew this man came from Africa. You know how I knew he came from Africa? Because my mama's oldest sister was married to this Hamite. His name was Randolph. He was a Hamite. We had no, like, I just didn't never feel no connection with this man. And he knew that we were different. His culture, his language, he knew where he come from. He knew all that. While we were still asleep, our mama sleep, our daddy sleep, grandma sleep, everybody sleep. We think we African-American, Afro-American, Negro. Randolph knew where he came from. Randolph knew he came from Africa. He knew his tribe, language, all that. Father's house, mama house. We ain't know none of that. But you got people out here calling us African Israelites, Pan-African Israelites, African this. Oh, yeah, we African. Oh, yeah, you are African. They ain't making no distinction between the two. They just calling us African. But then when I asked them, did y'all make a covenant with the Hebrew Israelites? Or did y'all make a covenant with Africans? Because since you calling me an African, why the Africans not going through what the Israelites been through for over 400-500 years? Why the Africans ain't lose their nationality? Why the Africans ain't lose their culture? Why they still in their natural habitation? I thought Israel was kicked out of their land. Africans ain't been kicked out of their land. They've been colonized, but they ain't been kicked out of their land. They ain't never lose their tongue. They ain't never lose their heritage and their culture. So how I'm an African? My ancestors lost their culture and discontinued from their heritage. African ain't never lost their heritage. They ain't never lost their tongue. They ain't never lost their culture. So how we the same? I'm asking, how we the same? I come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which are the Shemites. But y'all lumping us all together, just calling us Hamites. When you call me an African, that's a Hamite. Africa is a made-up name, y'all. The reason why we get caught up with this African American and African this, African that, and when you see these videos, these Africans talking about, you come from Africa and you want to deny your homeland. I keep telling y'all, you do not come from that continent with these people. If you ain't read the scriptures, go read the scriptures, man. Read the book for yourself. Go read the book for yourself, man. These Hamites know you are not them. You don't think they know this? You don't think they know you are different people? You don't think they know you have a different culture? That you spoke Hebrew? Even your diverse laws and statutes and commandments is different than Ham's culture. Now, they like to say our skin color makes us family. Well, back in ancient times, everybody looked alike and they still had to make sure they knew, hey, what's your father's house? What land you come from? Who is your people? They had to ask because they knew just because they had that skin color, they wasn't all the same. They just had the same skin color, but they have diverse and different cultures and heritage. But when it come to ours, we can't claim ours. We got to be African Israelites. We can't just be Israelites. We can't just be what y'all made us to be. We got to be what fake, phony teachers want to call us on platforms, lying to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, causing our people to stumble at the word of Yah, and y'all deceiving this people. But when we warn y'all, y'all say you trying to start a fight with other Israelites on the YouTube channel. Don't you know how foolish you sound? The Bible told us to warn my people for me. Tell them whether they hear or whether they forbear. So whether you get mad because I'm telling you the truth, you do what you want to do. But I'm still going to tell you the truth. Whether you turn my channel off or whether you listen to me. First of all, people come and go all the time. Who care about that? Who care about that? People come and go all the time. If somebody's so invested in YouTube that you're worrying about who coming and going, man, just do your job, brother. Just do your job, sister. Y'all gonna bring the right people around. People come and go all the time. Nobody caught up on that. I have done video after video after video. I'm talking about with precise edification. All these people who love to ramble at the mouth, I have asked over and over again for any one of your teachers, any one of your scholars, any one of your Bible thumpers. I'm right here asking for anybody to come prove to KJ what your teacher is saying is biblical. Go get your teacher, man. Because somebody lying. If I'm telling you that's not your land, somebody telling you that is your land, you know what you should ask yourself? Man, hold up, dog. Somebody lying, bro. This brother saying it ain't. This brother saying it is. Somebody lying. So let me go do my investigation. I'm going to listen to this brother. Let me see if he used the scriptures and if he used geography. And let me go hear this brother. Let me see if this brother used the scriptures and used geography. Somebody lying to y'all, family. That's what you got to ask yourself. All Israelites are teaching, right? But then y'all saying y'all confused. You know why you confused? Because you don't investigate. Somebody is lying. It's either KJ lying, he lying, or he lying, or he lying. We all ain't telling the truth, which we should all be telling the truth, but some people have hidden agendas. Now I'm going to tell you one more time, and I'm going to keep screaming it. I don't care how many times I have to say it. Because like my sister Ark always kept trying to tell me, me and her bumping heads. KJ, you got to keep repeating yourself and do, like, even though you didn't done these messages, you got other people coming with questions. You got to keep talking about it. Man, I'm tired of talking about the same thing. How many times I got to keep telling these people that the continent of Africa is not our land? You just got to keep talking about it, KJ. Because people still are asking me questions. So I'm going to say it one more again for all the people who keep writing me and asking me. One sister wrote me not too long ago. I think it was like, what, a couple of days ago we go. She trying to tell me about the continent. I'm telling her. Here go a link to a message I did called Mount Ararat and the True Promised Land. Mount Ararat and the True Promised Land. I told her sister, here go the video. She trying to argue me down about the continent. If a person want to know the truth, go to the book of Jubilees chapter 8, Jubilees chapter 9, and you will get your answer. You will see when Yah divided the land up, what he gave to Ham, what he gave to Shem, and what he gave to the children of Japheth. If you cannot understand that the continent of Africa was given to the descendants of Ham, and when our ancestors was fleeing from Roman persecution, they fled into Africa. If you fleeing somewhere, where are you fleeing to and where are you fleeing from? Common sense. If they fled into Africa, where did they come from before they fled there? These are the questions you have to ask yourself and your teacher. Hold up, brother. Whoa. You just said that they fled into Africa, but I thought you told me we was already in Africa. No, brother. No, we come from the continent, brother. But the book of Jubilees said that was given to Ham's children. And then they're going to tell you, well, I think they injected that into the book of Jubilees. No, you got to flip the map upside down. So let me get this right. If you flip the map upside down, the Mediterranean Sea still going to be there, which is the Great Sea. The Dead Sea still going to be where it's at if you flip the map upside down, the Sea of Galilee, the Jordan River. You know, you can flip a map upside down, but you can't flip the earth upside down. You can lie and tell people north is not really north and south is not really south. But when I read the book of Jubilees, it said that the children of Ham had to go south to get into their land. So if you flip a map upside down, they still had to go south. Whoo. And Japheth had to go to the north. Ham had to go to the south and to the west. And Shem went to the east. Shem land started from the Indian Ocean. And it can pass all the land of the east. A lot of Shem's children is still dwelling in the east. Y'all remember Shem had some children called the Elamites, right? Elam. That is one of Shem's children, which was the Elamites. Then he had a son called Hashur, which is the Assyrians. Then he had a son called Arphaxad. This is the Chaldeans or the Babylonians, the Chaldeans, who dwelt around Mesopotamia, the Iraq area, right? Then he had a son called Lud, which is the Lydians, the Lydians. The point that I'm making, a matter of fact, let me show this to the people. And then I'm going to show y'all Sister E's video and what she said about what's going on in this community and behind the scene. You don't have to believe KJ. And that's why I think, too, that a lot of people don't come to my channel because they don't want to hear me telling them that Africa not their land. I can care less about you coming to my channel, not coming to my channel. Because like I keep saying, you not going to hit the link. Your teacher not going to hit the link. Your scholars not going to hit the link. None of your people going to hit the link because they don't want to be exposed. They don't want to get embarrassed by the truth. They don't want to get embarrassed by the scriptures because it ain't me doing nothing. It's the fact that they don't want to get exposed, then you're going to know they lying to you. Because the scriptures will expose a liar. And geography will expose a liar. So, of course, they not going to come talk to somebody like me. So people rather be lied to. Satan love a liar. That's why he send people to platforms where they lying. And he let that platform thrive. Don't think that that's y'all letting it thrive. You think y'all going to let a liar thrive? Now, boy, Satan say, oh, I like him. Hey, Most High, y'all, can I have him? He already lying. Might well just let me just go ahead and sniff him like wheat. He lying on your word anyway. Let me draw people to him. Let me test the spirit. See if they really love you like they say, because he lying on your people. But then Satan get to complain about a platform like mine. I irritate the devil. So instead of telling the Most High, hey, let me send people there, he gonna say, no, let me draw people from him and discourage him. He ain't really getting no support like he should. Ain't nobody listening to him. Satan try to play with our mind. So just because a channel is big don't mean they telling the truth. And just because a channel is small don't mean they lying. Just because a channel is big don't mean they telling the truth. And just because somebody only get a few views doesn't mean they lying. That be the people that's telling the truth, the one with the few views. Guess why? Because broad is the way that lead to destruction. Narrow is the way that lead to life. And only a few be that finding. And that's why only a few of us get few views. Because we telling the unadulterated truth. We ain't lying to the people. But a liar gonna thrive. A liar gonna grow. Because you're not a threat to the devil. The devil not afraid of you. You ain't no threat to him. You a liar. He love liars because he's a liar. So of course your channel gonna get big, liar. You lying. Let me show y'all something. I want to show you that it's true. Whatever come out of our mouth, we got to be able to stand on it, right? So let me show you this, though, so I can stand on it. I'd rather stand on it because he told me to stand on it. Now, I could have went to the Book of Jubilees for this, but I'd rather read it to you from my my Josephus book. Okay, and let me get this one too. Hold up. Okay, here we go. Let me show y'all this. And then I'm going to show y'all Sister E's video. Then I'm going to get up out of here. All I'm trying to do is warn my people out of love. I don't have no Patreon. I don't have nothing. I'm not asking for nothing. All I'm trying to do is warn you. How you gonna get angry with a brother like me that's just trying to warn you? I'm not taking anything from you. I'm not asking anything of you. All I'm asking is for you to give me your ear. What's wrong with that? Me just trying to warn you because I care about you, because I love you. I don't want you to be deceived. I don't want you to be lied to. So if I got to go against your teachers, I don't got to say their name, but if I got to destroy a doctrine that they teaching, that's what I'm going to do, to pull some of my brothers and sisters out of that fire. So let me show you this. I want to prove to you that all you have to do is ask yourself. I'm not finna show the video yet, but I want to open up the screen real quick, and I want to show y'all this before I show Sister Eve's video. Thank you, Sister Eve. Appreciate you. All right, check this out. Now, I just said something out of my mouth. Can I prove it though? Because the Bible say prove all things. Whatever come out of my mouth, I can prove it, family. I don't know everything, but if it come out of my mouth, evidently, I can prove it. And I'm about to show you right now. Now, according to the book of Jubilees, I told you that Shem land started from the Indian Ocean, right? I could have went to Jubilees, but I'd rather go to Josephus and get a second witness. Check this out. Can y'all see this? I'm going to read this to y'all real quick. I want to read this to y'all real quick. Matter of fact, let me bring my screen in a little bigger. Here we go. Right there. All right, let me read this. Now, this is from Josephus, y'all. This is from the book of Josephus, the historian. This is from him. Listen to what he said. Verse 4 right here. It says Shem, the third son of Noah, had 5 sons who inhabited the land that began at the Euphrates. No, Africa. The continent of Africa. The Euphrates is not in Africa. The continent of Africa is not. When you think of the continent, you think of all the descendants of Ham's children. You don't think of no Israelite. I'm just being honest with you. All the maps, historians, documented history, that land was given to Ham and his sons. So it said that Shem's sons, he had 5 of them, who inhabited the land that began at the Euphrates and reached to the Indian Ocean. I just told you that the Indian Ocean is in the east. It's not in the west. Ham's descended land is west, not east. Our land was east, not west. This is the book of Josephus. He said that it began at the Euphrates, like what he gave to Abraham. And he say it went all the way to the Indian Ocean. He say for Elam left behind him the Elamites, the ancestors of the Persians, and Ashur lived at the city of Nivea, and named his subjects Assyrians, who became the most fortunate nation beyond others. Arphaxad, who are now called the Chaldeans, and Amram. I say my bad. Hold up. I said Lord. Amram had the Aramites, which the Greeks called Syrians, and Lud founded. I can't go. Let me see. It didn't go that far down. So now y'all see what I'm saying. I forgot to screenshot the bottom part. So these are his 5 sons, Shem. So remember, what was given to Abraham, Shem had other children who also dwelt in the east. So it wasn't just the 12 tribes of Israel that received an inheritance in the east. It was all of Shem's children who received an inheritance in the east. And it started from the Indian Ocean to the river Euphrates, to the othermost parts of the Great Sea, which was their border, and to the desert, which is the Negev. All that land, because they try to make it look like it's a little land, but all that land was given to Shem and his descendants. Can you imagine something starting from the Indian Ocean, going all the way to the Euphrates, and then coming all the way by the uttermost sea, and then coming all the way back down to the Negev, and they gonna tell you, man, that ain't no big old, that's a little piece of dirt. It's not a little piece of dirt, family. It's not a little piece of dirt, family. This what was given to Shem. All the lands in the east. The Most High told you that I planted a garden eastward in Eden. He said eastward, not I planted a garden westward. He said eastward. Ham's land is not east, family. It is west. But he say, Noah rejoiced at the inheritance of Shem. Why? Because Noah said, I knew that the Garden of Eden was in it, Mount Sinai was in it, and Jerusalem is in it. And I made all three of these places holy places, and they all face each other. That's what Jubilees say. And guess what? Our ancestors dwelt in Mount Zion, which is Jerusalem. We was right there by the mountain of the Most High, which is Mount Sinai, by Esau's land in Arabia. And guess what the Garden of Eden was? Right around that Mesopotamia area up there where Abraham and them came from. Where his family came from. We know that the Garden of Eden had to be around that area because he said that the Euphrates was one of the rivers and the Tigris was the other river. And when you look at a map, it say the land between two rivers. What is that? The Euphrates and the Tigris. That's the land between two rivers is Mesopotamia, the Chaldeans. That's where Abraham came from, family. So when somebody is saying something, we have to prove it with facts. If I'm telling you what I'm saying, all you got to do is go get Jubilees, get the book of Josephus, and you go find out what was given to Shem, what was given to Ham, what was given to the children of Japhet. Because once you find out, you will stop all this confusion. You won't be confused no more. You won't have to listen to teachers keep telling you, go to Africa, go to the continent in another man's inheritance and think you're going to get treated the same. You have been woefully misinformed. Let me show you this one. Where did Shem's sons dwell according to Josephus? The sons of Shem, Elam, the Elamites, they dwelt around Iran, southwest. Hashur, the Assyrians, northern Iraq. Arphaxad, you remember right here, Arphaxad, the Chaldeans, Hebrews, southern Iraq, the Babylonian, later Israel. Lud, the Lydians, western Turkey. And Amram, Armenians or Syrians, Syria and parts of northern Mesopotamia. These are the children of Shem who also received their inheritance like the Israelites. I want you to notice they didn't mention nothing about Africa or the continent of Africa. These are Shem's children. Why is not mentioning the continent of Africa where they was dwelling at? You know why? Because he gave that land to Ham and all his descendants forever. Once you learn this and understand geography, you'll stop being confused, fam. You will stop telling people that the Garden of Eden is on the continent of Africa, but you can't prove it in the Bible. Because Noah say it was in the dwellings of Shem, not in the dwellings of Ham. Noah said, I rejoice at the inheritance of Shem because I knew that the Garden of Eden was there. Why y'all won't tell the people that the Garden of Eden was in Shem's inheritance and not Ham's? But y'all doing videos lying, talking about Israel and Jerusalem is on the continent of Africa. But when I ask you, prove it in the Bible. I'm not prepared. I hit your link next time. I'm not ready, brother. You supposed to always be ready, talking Negro. That's why I tell people too much talking make it seem real. Learn how to be quiet, dog. Learn how to be quiet, man. Especially if you're going to tell somebody, well, I just came into the truth. That means you need to be quiet, dog. Just like when I first came into the truth, I wouldn't open my mouth because I was too busy learning from the elders. When you don't know nothing, you shouldn't say nothing until you get full understanding of what you're talking about. Then I started to talk once I got equipped with the understanding. And y'all told me it's time now. It's time for me to sing you out, handle your business, or teach my word. I had to learn first, get the knowledge. Not running in people's chat, just flying off at the mouth, running my mouth, and don't know nothing. Then when somebody challenge me, you want to take off running. People got to learn how to come into people's chats and ask questions instead of flying off at the mouth when you don't know nothing. Let's get to Sister E's video. I want to show y'all this. See what I'm saying? Look what our sister just said. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see that? An Israelite Morel about 2 days ago did a video in Africa saying the Garden of Eden is in Kenya. Y'all see what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. But if somebody was to challenge him and say, prove it, he wouldn't be able to prove it. He wouldn't be able to prove it. That's ridiculous right there. The Garden of Eden ain't in no Kenya. Matter of fact, let me pull up Shem real quick, man. Let me just go in and do it right now. Watch this. So all y'all got to do is read this. And I'm going to bring it in so we can read this together. And after I read this, we ain't even got to like do no more talking. All people got to do is just read for themselves, man. I'm not doing nothing until it's time to flee. When the Most High says it's time to go, because he gave us signs to look for. That's another thing I've been telling people. Follow the signs. You stop trying to flee ahead of time. Follow the signs. What is the main sign you need to be looking for? He told you in Matthew 24, verse 15, when you see the abomination of desolation stand in the holy place, it's time to go. Flee. What's the precept of that? Revelation 12, verse 6, 13, and 17. He say, flee. I have prepared a place for you for 1,260 days. That's 3.5 years. That haven't taken place yet. He said, the woman flew into the wilderness where I would nourish her for a time, and a dividing of time. That time haven't happened yet. So he telling you, when you see this, then you flee. But they fleeing right now because they're afraid, because what they being taught. They are being taught to flee. Okay? So let me show you this real quick. And I'm going to get straight to the point, and then we're going to get to the video. Now, y'all see this? Let me go to the bottom. I want to read the bottom to you. And I'm going to scoot it over right here. Okay. Here we go. This is Jubilees chapter 8 and verse 18 through 19. Jubilees chapter 8 and verse 18 to 19. It says, this portion came forth by lot for Shem and his sons, that they should possess it forever unto his generations forevermore. And Noah rejoiced that this portion came forth for Shem and for his sons. And he remembered all that he had spoken with his mouth in prophecy. For he said, blessed be the Elohim of Shem, and may the Elohim dwell in the dwellings of Shem. And he knew that the Garden of Eden is the holies of holies and the dwellings of our Elohim, and Mount Zion, the center of the desert. Whoa, time out. He said the center of the desert. What is the center of the desert? Mount Sinai. Where's Mount Sinai? In Arabia, in the desert. What else he said? And Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. These three was created as holy places facing each other. So when the brother said that the Garden of Eden is in Kenya, he would have to explain to me how it was given to Shem then. Because he just said that Noah knew that the Garden of Eden, Mount Sinai, and Mount Zion was in the dwellings of Shem, which is to the east. But they won't tell you that because of propaganda and lies and deception. Now, people say, oh, man, the land ain't that important. If the land ain't that important, then why you won't tell your teacher why he doing 30 million videos about Africa then? Evidently, the land is very important to know because he say pray towards the east, but you praying towards the west. We looking east. Hold on, time out. If he told me to pray to the east, Africa is west, that's not east. That's not east. That's west. He say pray to the east. He say pray for Jerusalem and Zion, which is in the east. Why y'all won't tell y'all people the truth and tell them that Africa, the continent, is to the west, Shem land is to the east, and Japheth land is to the north? That's where you get your Scythian, Gog, Magog, Meshach, Tubal, Gomer, which is the Ashkenazis, the Ukrainians, the Scythians, Russia and all them, the Celts. Why y'all won't tell these people the truth? Why you won't tell these people the truth about all of Japheth's children were dwelling in the north quarters around Turkey, the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea, Asian Minor? Why you won't tell people the truth? So hold on. If Japheth was given to the north and Ham was given to the west and Shem land is also in Ham's land, something wrong. That means the Bible, like somebody confused, bro. Somebody confused. I just read Jubilees to you that Noah rejoiced at the inheritance of Shem because he said that he knew that the Garden of Eden, Mount Sinai, and Mount Zion was in it. And these three are facing each other. And don't you know that Zion is by Mount Sinai? And Mount Sinai is pointing directly at where the Garden of Eden was, around the Tigris and Euphrates River, where Abraham and them come from. They all face each other. This is not in Africa, man. The continent. Knock it off, man. Knock it off. Stop lying to the people, man. If a man can't explain what he's teaching, he's not a teacher. If a man cannot be challenged on what he's teaching, he's not a teacher. If a man get upset for you asking questions towards him, he's not a teacher. Because all of our information should be able to go through cross-examination. All of it. Mine is on display. Feel free. Go cross-examine. I'm not afraid to be cross-examined. I'm not afraid because I know I'm not lying to the people. Let's go ahead and get the Sister E's video. Because guess what's going to happen? It's going to keep happening. I'm going to keep going live. And people going to keep waiting until I'm done. And then they write me comments. But when I'm live and asking them to come talk to me while I'm live, they won't do it. They won't do it. And there's no credit to KJ. It's just that they know that I know what I know. And that I can expose their lies to their audience. So they never going to come talk to me. Now, they might talk about me, but they never gonna come talk to me, because it's different for you making a video when nobody can question you. But once you side by side with another man and he asking you to prove what you were saying the other day, that's when the ball game changed then. All y'all have to do is ask your teacher, hey, man, can you show me that on the map? Like, can you read it out the scriptures, what you just said? And watch they tell you to go do your own reading and investigation. Why he can't just read it to you? It's coming out of his mouth. He should be able to read it to you right then and there. Why he gonna tell you to go read it, but he the one saying it, but he won't read it to you? No, tell him to read it. He the teacher. Tell him to read it to you. Tell him to prove it out the Bible, man, what he's saying. And watch what happens. Watch they kick your butt out that chat box. Here it go, family. Let's get to Sister E. I want y'all to check this out. Let me put up my fair use. Let me put up the fair use. We got to do the fair use. This is fair use section 152235, code red. Okay, there we go. I'm just playing. Have a little fun. All right, here we go, family. Check this out. I want y'all to hear what our sister about to say. Big salute to everybody in the chat. I'm not going to be long at all. I'm just sick and tired of people lying to our people. But guess what? Like my Imam told me, hey, read for yourself, man. Because evidently y'all like being lied to. You keep going back to platforms that lying to you. So evidently that's where you want to be. You where you want to be. So if that's where you want to be, I'm not going to fight where you want to be. I'm just going to keep sounding the alarm, and it's going to fall on somebody's ears where they're going to say, hold up, man, KJ proving it out the Bible, though. This dude just saying it, but he ain't proving it. Like, he telling us that this our land, but I don't see him reading it from the scriptures. At least this brother reading it from the scriptures and showing that it ain't. At least this brother showing geography and pulling out maps, showing us that it ain't. This dude ain't doing that. That's what you need to ask yourself. Why he ain't reading it out the Bible, what he's saying? Why he not reading it? Why none of your teachers reading it out the Bible, what they saying? I just want y'all to hear the beginning part. So that's what we're going to deal with. The beginning part. So y'all just bear with me. All right, can y'all see this? All right, here we go. Check this out.
I am here for business. I needed to show that for a brief second to let these folks know I'm not playing with them. Now, I have a few people. Let me go ahead and just say this. Some saints feel like, oh, Sister E, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this. Oh, we need to be somewhere praying. Did Elijah go pray when he had to deal with the false prophets? Or did Elijah deal with the false prophets head on? See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Sometimes falsehoods need to be dealt with. Scammers need to be dealt with. People that are not consistent and care, and the people that don't care about the community need to be dealt with. Everybody's not made for this. Everybody's not made for this. Some people are made to go sit and pray. Go pray. Some of the prophets that were dealing with Elijah, some of them didn't even come out to the battlefield, possibly. But Elijah stood 10 toes down and called falsehood. So with that being said, a lot of falsehood has been going on in this community. And one thing I don't like is leading my people to leading them straight to the furnace to be burned to death. If you follow the UN and the AU with the foolishness that's going on, you're leading them straight to the beast. So as a believer and a watchman on the wall, and as a follower of Christ and a follower of his and loving his people, I got to expose it for what it is. Falsehoods, people changing narratives. 1 minute people telling you don't trust the system, but then telling you to follow the system to hide their own narrative. They don't want to be told that they're doing flea doctrine. They don't want to be told that they're telling the people to run to the beast system. It's flea doctrine, y'all. Straight flea doctrine, all of them. Every single one of them. I'm calling them all out. I'm calling out Karis. I'm calling out Teo. I'm calling out any of them that's leading my people to a place where they can have problems.
What I've been telling y'all. Sister Eden woke up from this deception. Putting fear into our people, causing them to flee. Not them just moving on their own, but moving off of fear. So they move into the continent based on a man's interpretation of the scriptures. Not based on something y'all didn't told them to do, but based on what a man didn't put into their subconscious to fear that if you don't get out of America, you gonna die in America. And who said that to be true? Because all y'all told us to do is come out of her, meaning come out of the ways of wherever we scattered it. Don't be partakers of her ways, man. Come out of her ways. They said, no, that means come out of her and go to Africa, flee. And then they like to use other translations of the Bible that'll say run for your life, but that's NIV. It didn't say that in the King James. He just said come out of her. But they go get other translations that say run for your lives. That ain't what that book said, man. That man say come out of her. That man didn't say run for your life. But they play on the people's mind because they know most people ain't going to read the scriptures for themselves. So let me ask a good question. What's the difference between you and the Israelite community and the Christian church? When y'all like to talk about how they bring their Bible to church, they don't open their Bible. The preacher, they just listen to the preacher all day while the Bible is closed. You do the same thing in the Israelite community. Your Bible closed. So how you going to talk about somebody in the church and you just like them in the church where your Bible is closed? You ask no questions. You don't challenge the preacher. You just sit there like a stone wall. And then when you leave the church and you wonder why you being deceived, when certain things don't happen the way you expect them to happen, now you mad at God. You mad at Yah. You mad at Yahshua. Oh, I thought he would go come. You got people sitting on platforms 2 years ago saying that we only had 6 months left in America. Say it ain't so, KJ. Yes, it's so. One dude say, I don't think we got 1 year left. Man, we in 2025, 2 years done passed by. These people still talking about we don't got that much time left. And don't you know how much prophecy have to be fulfilled before? And what KJ keep telling y'all? Yahshua gave you signs in the Bible. Follow the signs. Don't follow me. Don't follow my words. Follow the scriptures. Don't follow these teachers. Don't follow your preachers. Follow the word in the scripture. What did he say? He say, when you see with your eyes, when you see the abomination of desolation, stand in the holy place, flee. He said, get up out of here. That's the sign. So if that's the sign, why are you moving ahead of the sign? I haven't seen that sign yet. The man of sin haven't even been revealed yet, the son of perdition. Where are you going? Because the Bible told me he gonna rule this whole planet Earth for 3.5 years. So you fleeing to Africa, what that's gonna do for you? If somebody gonna be able to have dominion for 3.5 years over this whole planet Earth. And how many times I gotta tell you, according to Revelation 12, verse 6, he only promised you safety in one place. One place. He said, I'm gonna nourish you. Show me in the Bible where he said, I'm gonna nourish you on the continent of Africa during the 3.5 years of this son of perdition or this son of destruction. He never said that. He said, I am going to nourish you in the place that I have prepared for you for 1,260 days, which is 3.5 years. He say, this where I'm gonna protect you at. But no, your teacher say, no, God lying. He say he gonna protect us on the continent. And there ain't no scripture say nothing like that, man.
The UN doesn't care anything about you. And you don't care anything about you. They want your money. I don't care at this point, y'all. That's how I feel about it. I call names out. I'm not playing games. And much as I love them, and I loved them at one time, y'all, I'm going to call a spade a spade. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You're telling my people that the UN cares about you, but you constantly saying that we are not supposed to follow the beast system when the UN is the epitome of the beast system. The epitome of the beast system. All this foolishness going on with this back to Africa stuff, and ain't none of it working, y'all. Know that it ain't working. None of it's working. It's falling apart at the seams. Every single Africa initiative that I've seen in the past 2 years have fallen apart because of money issues, people being shady, people doing backroom things. Per se, possible.
Meeting place. You don't have to live near to a wilderness area. You have to get to the right place in the wilderness, which is Mount Sinai, the desert. That's where he's going to protect his people at. If you don't believe me, go read Isaiah 16 and you'll get your answer. Where's Mount Sinai? It's by Edom and the Moabites' land and the Ammonites' land. And he told Edom to hide my people with the Moabites from the face of the spoiler, because the extortion is at an end. The spoiler is Satan the devil. He said, be a covert for my people. Moab, Edom. Where's that land? By Mount Sinai. That's the wilderness that he's going to protect us. So when you say nobody's by a wilderness, you just got to get to the right wilderness. And you have to have faith to believe he's going to get you there. If you don't have no faith, you ain't going to make it. I'm just keeping it real with you. No faith, you ain't going to make it. Now they telling everybody to get a passport. So when all hell break loose, what a passport going to do for you? Can somebody tell me what a passport going to do for me? When all hell break loose, you think they're going to ask me to see my passport? No, y'all just want to see my faith. He don't care about a passport. Y'all care about faith. Y'all sure care about faith. Where my faith at? I did so many lessons on the place of the wilderness, the place of safety. And I show where we have to go. It is Mount Sinai. That's the desert. That's the wilderness where he going to gather his people. But some of us going to get there before the great tribulation. Some of us ain't going to have to go through the great tribulation if we be so blessed. Y'all don't remember the scripture? I will save you from the hour of temptation. What hour of temptation is that? The 3.5 years of great hell. He said, I'm going to save you from the hour of temptation because you have called upon my name. So everybody ain't going to have to go through this. But guess what? Some people going to go through it because your teachers are telling you at the set time, when you see the sign that he tell you about, he said, get up out of here, flee. Most people ain't going to do it. They're going to say, well, my teacher told me not to flee. My teacher told me to stay right here. Christ said you can tell the weather, but you can't tell the signs of the times, man. Most people do not understand the signs of the time. I will say this again. When you see the abomination of desolation stand in the holy place, flee to your nearest transportation, which is an airplane, the airport, or a boat. You don't have to believe me. But I'm not the only one teach this wilderness message, the place of safety. My elders taught it to me. I'm teaching it to you, and there's other people that teach this wilderness message that they know we have to flee from the face of the son of perdition, because he's going to wear out this earth for 3.5 years. And the Bible say he's going to kill wonderfully. How you kill somebody wonderfully, man? That means this man is going to kill a lot of people, because if you don't accept that mark of the beast, if you don't bow down to the image that he going to make walk and talk, he going to kill you. You're going to be an outcast from society because you don't have the mark of the beast. And if he asks you to bow down to that image and you refuse, he going to kill you. So why not just try to get to the wilderness? If you don't believe it's a wilderness, go read Revelation 12, verse 6, 13 and 17. It's right there for you. How many times do the Bible have to tell you that this is going to last for 3.5 years? He told you that in Daniel chapter 7, verse 24 and 25. He told you that in the book of Daniel chapter 12. He tell you that in Revelations chapter 12, Daniel's 12. How many times do we have to tell you that it's only going to last for a time, and a dividing of time, which is 3.5 years? Get to the wilderness when you see the abomination of desolation stand in the holy place. That's the sign you need to look for. That's the sign. Matthew 24, verse 15 is your sign. Why, KJ? Because when the son of perdition is revealed, according to Revelation chapter 11, verse 1 through 2, I'm pretty sure they didn't already built that temple. They probably gonna just bring it from underground or something. He's gonna move his headquarters to the land where the Jewish people at. And with that temple that they built, he's going to defile that temple. He's going to say he's God. He's going to magnify himself above all gods. If you don't believe it's going to happen, why is they building the temple? Why do the son of perdition have to be revealed? Why are they trying to teach the Jewish people how to sacrifice animals? Because according to the book of Daniel, they're going to do the day to sacrifice and he's going to take it away. Who's going to take it away? The son of perdition. This is all biblical, man. This is book. It's going to happen exactly how Yahshua said it's going to happen. It's nothing we can do to stop it. But you can save you and your family by your obedience and your faith. Remember, don't take my word for anything. Fact check me. Fact check me. Examine me. I'm not afraid. Examine me. Examine what come out my mouth when I'm reading the scriptures. See if I'm coming directly from the book. Examine us all. Hold our feet to the fire. Do this. And now you will know who telling the truth and who lying to you. Do this.
They're doing some things that are just a little shady dealings. So ask yourself why things like Question Unite Africa ain't running the way it needs to run. Why all these people are now hiding their hand and ain't telling y'all why people are walking away from these initiatives. Come on, y'all. I have no problems with calling people's names. People got to answer some questions. Answer some questions. Why are people allegedly having problems when they're going back to Africa and they're having to come back? Because guess what? It ain't quite working out for them. The people over there telling you to come over here, go over there, it's much better. Ask yourself how many people had to turn around and come on back to the U.S. They're not telling y'all that. They're not telling y'all. People are leaving. People are leaving and coming back to the U.S. because it's not working. People losing money left and right, tens and thousands of dollars. Saints losing money with this foolishness. Saints losing money with this foolishness. There is no land. If you go into Tanzania, you're going to do lease for 99 years. I'm not doing lease. I have a house. I have property.
That's all I wanted y'all to hear. That she say that many people are coming back to the Americas. Listen to what she just said, that if you go to Africa, you have to lease land. But when Yah bring you back, you won't have to lease anything. He's going to give you your inheritance. So if that is your inheritance on the continent of Africa, why they can't direct you right to your inheritance? Why you have to pay for it? Why you can't just go home and live in peace? Why you have to pay for something that's rightfully yours? Something that Yah gave to you that you don't have to pay for. I can't find one scripture in the Bible that Yah say when he bring us back, he's going to make us pay for our inheritance. We have to pay for our land. We don't have to pay for anything. He said, I will multiply you above your fathers. I will give you peace. You will sit under your fig tree, every man, and we will have peace and our land back. But when you go to Africa, you got to lease the land for 99 years. Then after that, they take the land back. How does your homeland, family? Make it make sense. How that makes sense? I'm just here to warn you, family. Not to tell you what to do, but to warn you. This is your life. You only get one. Don't make the wrong mistakes. Listening to men. Don't even listen to me. Listen to the book. What the scriptures say, not KJ. What the book say. The book then gave you the signs. Many people doing lessons showing you what you need to do at this set time. This set time. Here go what you need to look out for. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. You got people teaching, and they lucky I don't call their names. The reason why I don't call people names, because I like to just attack doctrine. I don't want to get caught up in the people's names. I just like to destroy the doctrine that people teaching. Now they was telling you in the fourth seal. Listen to me. You in the fourth seal. You got platforms talking about we in the fourth seal. Watch this common sense. If we was in the fourth seal, I would not be on the internet right now. That should tell you that we're not in the fourth seal. It would be so much hell on this earth if the fourth seal was open. I would not be on this internet talking to you right now. Because y'all will have me and my family somewhere safe until we be so blessed either to make it to the wilderness, or if he want me to stay here, wherever he decide, whatever he choose, that's what I'm going to do. But I'm telling you, if we was in the fourth seal, I would not be on the internet right now. So how we in the fourth seal, going to the fifth seal? And then from the fifth seal, going to the sixth seal. And the sixth seal is the revealing of the Hamashiach. So how we that close? We're not in any of the seals. They haven't been open yet. None of the trumpets been blown. None of the seals been open. None of the vials been pulled out. I just did a lesson not too long ago called The Seals, the Vial, and the Trumpets. Check it out when you get a chance. The seals, the vials, and the trumpets. And I proved in the scriptures that none of these things has happened yet. Even when it comes to the Euphrates River, it is not all the way dried up, because the Euphrates River emptied itself into the Persian Gulf. And it run through Syria, and it run through Iraq, and empty itself into the Persian Gulf. So if it's still doing that right now, and it's not fully dried up, how was the vial poured out on the great river Euphrates, and the army's supposed to make their way? I don't see no armies making their way through the Euphrates, because according to y'all, it already been dried up. One person say we was in the fifth seal. I'm done. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Man say we in the fifth seal. And I'm still going to work every day. This man say we in the fifth seal, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Somebody lying, man. I wish we all was telling the truth, but that's not the case. So what you got to do is say, well, KJ say we're not in the seals. All you got to do is go listen to the lesson I just did called the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, and the 7 vials. And after you listen to it, you tell me have any of these things happened yet. Because I use images, I use pictures to show you that none of these things have taken place yet. None of these things. None of these things has happened yet, fam. Do anybody have any questions for your brother KJ? Y'all heard Sister E? She telling y'all she have behind the scene information. What's going on with a lot of our people coming back to America because it's not working out on the continent. You got to lease land for 99 years. Don't you know how stupid that sound? You got to lease land for 99 years, but they going to tell you, well, why you want to build in America? Why not? Because our ancestors built in America. They left something behind and a blueprint for us to follow. So why I got to go to the continent when I can build and leave something for my kids right here until y'all come and get us? Or till when we get to the wilderness if we be so blessed. What's wrong with building right here? Oh man, because America is racist. Africans are racist against us just like white people. They hate us just like white people. Y'all don't see the videos? You are the only people do not know your nationality. You have no culture. You don't even know where you come from. They know we don't know where we come from, but we do know where we come from. They know we lost our nationality, but y'all didn't give it back to us. So they make all these little mockery videos that, you know, we know where we come from. We know our culture. We know our nationality. They just like white folk. Not all of them. Pretty sure you got a handful of them that don't think like that. But at the end of the day, they talk reckless just like the Caucasian man. Thank you, August Dreams. If anybody want to listen to the lesson, that's it right there. The 7 seals, the 7 balls, and the 7 trumpets. Check it out when y'all get a chance. Do anybody have any questions for your brother KJ before I get up out of here? I don't want to be up here babbling. Sister Eden proved her point. She did an awesome live. I listened to it. If any one of our people want to move to Africa, do it on your own terms. Don't do it out of fear. Do it on your own terms, because when you move out of fear, you're not making rational decisions. But if you move based on how Yah is putting it into your spirit, what you need to do, that's what you need to do. Based on what Yah is guiding you to do, not based on some interpretation of scriptures that's causing you to fear. Now you pack up all your belongings, you take all your money out the bank, you go to Africa, and then it don't work out, and then now you come back and you didn't sold your house. All your savings then went into the continent of Africa. Now you got to get a whole nother job. Like, that's just, come on, man. Like, that's too much, man. So let Yah be the person that guides you. Our sister, the meeting place said, go back to Africa, did a preview. An FBA woman who had to witness a house being bulldozed due to some sort of land ownership complication. And how much you want to bet, meeting place? They scammed the woman, you know, probably lied to her about the contract and about the land, and try to get the land back after they got the money. I guarantee you, because they be scamming. They be scamming people, man. They be scamming our people, man. Because they know we don't understand their language. And we know, and they know we don't understand the culture over there and how things go. So it's easy to scam our people coming from America, because look, we speak English. So we can understand what somebody's saying, or if somebody trying to mess over us. Most of our people, we are very intelligent people. We can read a contract. We can read between the lines. We can read the codes. Hey, whoa, brother. In this contract, it said, no, I asked you for a fixed rate. I don't want my mortgage going up and down. I need a fixed mortgage. But if you go to Africa, you don't speak their language. They could be saying anything, and you don't know what them people saying. But it's not for all of our people. Let me say it again. Not everybody that go to the continent of Africa had a bad experience, because I don't want to put that out there. I'm just telling you, based on what Sister E video said, a lot of people came back to America, but they haven't told you that. They just trying to paint this beautiful picture that everything is all good. No, she say people coming back, man, because it ain't working out. That's another thing. I seen a video of a brother about the year of return. He was an African. And the brother asked him directly, was the year of return a scam? And the African man said, yeah, it was a scam. It was about money. That's what the African man said. He said 1619 to 2019, the year of return, the African man said it was a scam. It was about money. That's what he said. That's what he said, family. So if anybody have any questions, I'm free to answer your questions right now. We only at an hour and 25 minutes. I can stay up here about 15 more minutes. Anybody have any questions you want to ask? Even if you disagree with your beloved brother KJ, it's no problem to me. We can talk about it. We can talk about it. But I want to say this to the people. Stop being a coward. Stop writing me comments. Wait until I'm done with my live. Come face me like a man, dog. Come up here and face me like a man. If you want to laugh and say, oh man, he believe in the Middle East, I bet you won't come hit the link. And I bet you I expose you and show you that our land is in the so-called Middle East. I bet you I can prove it in the scriptures. I'll walk it down to you and with a map. I got 1,200 maps. I just choose one. And I'll walk the scriptures down from you to you from the time they came out of Egypt until the time they got in the promised land in the book of Joshua. And I guarantee you I can prove that our land is in the East, the so-called Middle East. I guarantee you. But you a coward. That's why you wait till I'm done and then write me comments. And I just block you because I don't want to talk to you in the comment section. Hit the link. See, I don't run from nothing. Y'all run like cowards. You want a lot of my people, then when I challenge you, you run. Hit the link. And then go get your best teacher. Go get him. And tell him to come talk to your brother KJ. And I'm going to ask him, is Africa the land of Israel? And I want him to show me in the Bible and on the map. Show me Israel. Show it to me. I'm going to ask this one more question, then I'm gone for sure. I'm really gone after this. But I have to ask this. I have to ask this. And after this, I'm gone, man. I'm not going to sit back and watch my people be deceived. The Most High going to deal with me. Ain't nobody going to have to take these lashes on the back if I don't warn you. Ain't nobody going to have to take this whooping that y'all give me if I just sit back, just let people be lied to and deceived. I'm going to get in trouble. Because y'all going to say, man, you just sat there and you ain't say nothing? You, K. Judah, you know that ain't my land. You know what my land is. I done gave you the understanding to show my people where my holy mountain is, and you ain't going to say nothing? Man, I'm not finna get in trouble for nobody. I'm not finna take them lashes. Oh, no, I don't want no whips on my back. That stuff hurt. No. I don't want no lashes. KJ don't want no lashes. Okay, let me show y'all this real quick, then I'm out of here. And I'm going to bring this all the way in close. Go get your best teacher. Go get your historians. Go get them. Because men like to boast on how long they've been in the truth, right? Oh, man, I've been in the truth for 28 years. So what that mean? That don't mean nothing. I've been doing it for 35 years, young buck. You can't tell me nothing. I never think like that, thinking that somebody can't tell me nothing because I have understanding. I can learn from a brother. I can learn from a sister. I can learn from a young man. That's when you're humble. I can learn from anybody. I can learn from one of my elderly brothers, one of my elderly sisters. I don't think I'm above somebody's knowledge to where they can't tell me nothing. But that's what y'all be doing. Oh, man, you don't got no understanding. I've been doing this 40 years, young brother. Okay. What that mean? Even a young man corrected Job, friends, and he was younger than them. And he had to set them straight and show them the right way of the Most High. And that was a young man talking to the old men because they wasn't talking right. Let me show y'all this. Now, I'm going to show y'all this, and I'm not going through Jubilees. I'm just going to ask y'all a simple question. That's all. This is for y'all teachers. This is for y'all teachers. Let me bring this all the way in close. And this is for y'all teachers. Okay? This is what I want y'all to do for me. Y'all teachers, you know, the ones that teaching y'all, you know, lying to y'all in the back. Okay. Where is Israel on this map? Find it for me. Somebody, please. Let me bring it in a little bit more close. Okay, this is the land given to Put, one of Ham's sons. Today they call this place Libya. They changed the name to Libya. Okay. Here it go right here. You see it? Libya. This was given to Put. Okay. I don't see Israel right here. So let's go to Mizraim. Okay. Here go Mizraim, Egypt. Okay. This was given to Mizraim. You had Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, right? I don't see Israel right here. Okay, here go to Gihon. The Gihon is also the Nile River. Just the name that Yah gave it to it. He didn't call it the Nile River, he called it the Gihon. So the Gihon, this little line that you see running through Ethiopia, this is the Nile River, the longest river, right? Here go Cush. Now, according to some Israelites on YouTube, they say that Cush or Ethiopia is where Jerusalem at. Can y'all find it on the map for me, please? Anybody? Find it on the map for me. Where's Jerusalem in Ethiopia? I'm looking. I see Sudan. I see Somalia. I see Ethiopia, and I see Kenya. Okay, where's Jerusalem, y'all? I don't see it on the map. Where is it? Where's Jerusalem? Okay, here goes Central Africa. A lot of our people was also sold from this place. Now, I'm about to go down, right? Now, look, this is Canaan. This is where he was supposed to go, which is today's South Africa. Where's Israel at? Because according to some Israelites, South Africa is the real Israel. Where is it on the map? I see Tanzania, Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Mali, Zambia. I don't see no South Africa. I don't see Israel. I don't see Israel, family, on none of these maps. Now, let me bag you up and show you why you don't see Israel. The reason why you see Mizraim, Put, Cush, and Canaan, because this map that I'm showing you is according to Jubilees chapter 8. This was given to Ham and his descendants, family. You see it at the bottom? The sons of Ham, you see it? This is their land forever. When you was running from Roman persecution, you fled into Africa. You also went up to parts of Europe. You fled. You fled into Africa, and they sold you from this place. I ask you again, if this was given to Ham and his descendants, where is your land in it? Where is your inheritance in it? Where do you come from in it? Why, when you go there, nobody can direct you home? They telling you to come to Nigeria, come to Ghana, come buy land. But Yah didn't sell you your land. He gave you your land. He gave you an inheritance. He gave you a culture. He gave you all these things for free. You lived in houses you didn't have to build. Vineyards you didn't have to plant. Now, all of a sudden, you have to release land for 99 years. This land wasn't given to you. You don't have to believe KJ. Just go read Jubilees. That's all you have to do. Now, the person said that Kenya, right here is the Garden of Eden. So if this is the Garden of Eden, where's Mount Sinai? Where's Mount Zion? Where is it, family? Where is it? Somebody gonna get it one day. Somebody gonna say, KJ, thank you, brother. I was believing that too. But I thank you, brother. Because you're gonna realize I'm just trying to warn you, man. I'm not trying to tell you what to do and how to live. I'm just trying to warn you. This right here is not your homeland. It's just not, family. I'm sorry to bust bubbles. I'm sorry to break your heart. It's not your homeland. That's why you see the names that's on this map is given to them and not you. Let me show you the real Zion. Let's get it real quick before I go. Let's get the real Zion real quick. And then I'm out of here after that. Let me show you the real Zion. And then I'm gone. Let's get it. Here you go. About to show y'all right now the real Zion. And then I'm gone. A lot of these people listen in the background, but they would not come in the chat. Like one dude tried to come in the chat. I guess he listened to T.O. ministry or whatever. He gonna wait till I was done with the live, gonna come in the chat. But he knew I was live the whole time, but he gonna wait till I end the chat, gonna come in the live in the chat. I mean, at the end of the live. Man, go sit down somewhere, bro. Let me show y'all this real quick. Okay, here we go. Let me open up my window again. You cannot manipulate Google Earth. Let me say it one more time. You cannot manipulate Google Earth. Let me show y'all the real Zion. Okay, this is Google Earth, right? I cannot manipulate this. Even though I don't believe the earth look like this, but I can't manipulate these locations. So let me show you something. I put these markers right here, right? Y'all see this? It say Telluride, right? Let me show y'all this. Y'all see where it say the Dead Sea right here? Remember I told you that Jerusalem is by the Dead Sea. Look, there go the Dead Sea. That go the Negev desert I was telling you about. This the Negev. Okay? Here go the Jordan River. Why? Because the Jordan River emptied itself into the Dead Sea, and Judah's land was right by the Dead Sea. Here go the Jordan. You remember Esau was dwelling over here in the Jordan, by the Jordan right here. This Jordan. Esau was dwelling by Judah and Jerusalem, but he was on this side of the Jordan River. And Esau was dwelling by Mount Sinai. And guess what else? The Sea of Aquaba, right here. Right here. Aquaba, by the Red Sea. This is in the scriptures that Esau was dwelling by Judah and Jerusalem, and Esau was dwelling by the Sea of Aquaba, and also Mount Sinai. Now let me show you the real Zion. Here we go. Let me show you these pictures real quick. There you go right here. This is the real Zion. My holy hill, my holy hill, my holy hill. Let me bring this in a little close. Oh, it's going away. There we go right here. This is the real Zion area, people. Zion sits on a hill. Zion sits on a hill, people. This the real Zion. Y'all see that hill? Y'all remember it's surrounded by mountains. Look in the back. Look in the back. Hold on, let me go back. Y'all see in the back where this man standing at? It's mountains back there. He say as Israel is surrounded by mountains, but they lying telling you ain't no mountains in the so-called Middle East. Just lying. You even got the Judean hills in the so-called Middle East that surround Judah and Jerusalem. Why they ain't telling you that? The Judean hills. Look at what this thing say right here. Let me bring this in close. It say Telluride National Park. The national park encompasses two ancient sites, the Canaanite city of Arad and the fortress from the time of the kings of Judah. Who was dwelling in your land when you came out of Egypt? The Canaanites. Who did you have to fight to get your land back? The Canaanites, the Girgashites, the Hittites, all of them, the Jebusites. Y'all remember we had to go get our land back because Canaan stole our land? This is an ancient site. So where the people dwelling there talking about there's Jerusalem, that ain't the real Jerusalem. The real Jerusalem was in the south by Beersheba, close by the entering in of Egypt. Whoo, this is book, man. I'm telling you, if you just follow the scriptures, you won't have to be confused. That sign right there say the ancient site of the Canaanite city of Arad. Now, why do it have the word Harad right there? Let me show you why. And this will seal the deal. Let me read it one more time. It say the national park encompasses two ancient sites, the Canaanite city of Arad and the fortress from the time of the kings of Judah. Okay? Why? Hold on. If this is the kings of Judah, that means this is Judah and Jerusalem that was dwelling here, which is Mount Zion. So how is Zion, the real Zion, in Ethiopia? Let me show you why he say Harad, man. I'll show you right quick. I think I got this sign. Hold on. So I can, hold up. Let me see. I got so much stuff screenshotted in so many different files. Let's get it. Let me see. Okay, here you go, family. Let me okay, I got it better for y'all. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do it better for y'all, family. I forgot that I had took a picture of it. So let me show y'all this way. And then I'm about to go in the Bible and show you why it say Harad. There's a reason why it say Harad, and I want to show it to you. Okay, there you go. Y'all see what it say? It say the national park encompasses two ancient sites, the Canaanite city of Arad and the fortress from the time of the kings of Judah. The Canaanite city is standing across the lower and upper parts of the tail, over 100,000 square meters. This is Harad from the early Bronze Age. It was abandoned at the end of that period. Now watch this. It say this is Harad. Why do it say this is Harad? Let me go show you why. Watch this. Let me show you why it say Harad. Y'all just bear with me, and then this will be it for me. Thank you, Elder McMahon. Thank you, Elder. There y'all go. Right by the Negev. Right by the Negev. Where was Beersheba at? Beersheba was also a part of Judah's inheritance because Judah and Simeon had their inheritance together. Guess where the Negev desert was? Right by Judah. Right by Simeon. Because they also had Beersheba in their dwellings. And the Negev was at the lower part of Judah and Jerusalem. Watch this. Why do it say Harad? I'm about to read it right now from the Bible. Here it go right here. This is Judges chapter 1 and verse 16. Thank you, Elder McMahon. Here y'all go right there. Why do it say Harad? Let's go to Judges, and this will be last, family. I'm out of here after this. This will be last. I pray somebody got some understanding. All you have to do is go back to the scriptures. And it's going to be right there in your face, family. Right there waiting on you. Right there waiting on you. The book of Judges, chapter 1. And verse 16. Y'all remember that I kept telling y'all that Judah land was in the south. Let me say it again. Judah had a fight with the Jebusites, but they did not get them out of the land completely. But David, when he became king, the Jebusites gonna tell David, unless you can take away the blind and the lame, you cannot come in here, thinking David cannot come in there. So David had Joab go under the gutter of the Gihon. Now, I'm not talking about the Gihon, which is the Nile. I'm talking about the Gihon Springs. He went under the water coast to get inside of the people's city. And they let David and the men. And David fought them and destroyed them. And David took the city of the Jebusites, which we know is Jerusalem, and it became the city of David. The Jebusites was dwelling in the south, like what Elder McMahon just told y'all about the Negev desert. Let me see if I can find in the Bible that Judah was in the south. And Teharad or Harad is in Judah's land. If I can find it, we know the Bible is a true book. We been knew it was a true book, but I'm about to show you it's a true book. I showed you on Google Earth. I just read to you from the little sign. Elder McMahon just put it in the chat. And let me go ahead and read it to you right now. Judges chapter 1 and verse 16. And the children of the Kenites, Moses' father-in-law, went up out of the city of palm trees with the children of Judah into the wilderness of Judah, which lied in the south of Harad, which lied in the south of Harad, which lied in the south of Harad, which is Telarad. That's the real Zion. Knowledge. I just proved it out the Bible that Judah was in the south and Telarad is in Judah by the Negev desert. So what's somebody gonna lie to you now when you tell them that Harad is the real Zion? Are they gonna tell you lying? Because I just read it's in the book of Judges right here. Harad in the south. Judah was in the south. That's why it's called the southern kingdom. And the northern kingdom was in the north. That's why it's called northern kingdom. Judah was in the south. The northern kingdom was in the north. And you had Manasseh, Gad, and Reuben dwelling east of the Jordan River. Y'all remember Moses couldn't cross over the Jordan River. So he had to look west from Mount Nebo. According to Deuteronomy 34, Moses died in the plains of Moab on Mount Nebo looking west because he could not cross the Jordan River. So you had three tribes had they land east of the Jordan River, and the other half tribe of Manasseh had they land west of the Jordan River. This is biblical. So that so-called Middle East that y'all kicking against, it's the home of our forefathers and a holy mountain of Most High Yah, which is in Telarad, Zion, that sits on a hill and surrounded by mountains. And I have a video I'm not going to show today, but I showed it before. And you can see the mountains in the back of Zion. If anybody try to challenge you, go to the book of Judges, chapter 1 and verse 16. And all you have to do is go to Google Earth. And those little stamps that I had where it say tell a ride, you can show them the real Zion sitting on a hill. There is no Zion in the continent of Africa that sits on a hill. There is no Garden of Eden in Africa. There is no Mount Sinai in Africa. When Moses went up to the mountain of Elohim, because Moses dwelt in Midian. Where is Midian? Midian is in the same area of Mount Sinai, which is in Arabia. So he told Moses, when you go get Israel, bring them back to this mountain. So how they left Egypt, but y'all telling us our land is in the continent of Egypt and Africa and Ethiopia, South Africa, blah, blah, blah. When Moses took the children of Israel back to that same mountain that he talked to Moses from, they got the 10 commandments from that same mountain. And then y'all brought them all the way around to get to the Jordan River so they can cross over and go fight the Canaanites, the Girgashites, the Jebusites, the Hivites, because they stole our land. That's why we fought them. Nobody ever knew why we had to fight them. Because the Jubilees tell us that Canaan stole Lebanon that belongs to Shem, which was later given to the 12 tribes of Israel. So he took the land. And he cursed his children by stealing land that don't belong to him. That's why we was fighting them, family, if anybody want to know. So if anybody challenge you and tell you that Africa is the land, I done gave you the scriptures, go to Google Earth, pull up Telluride, and show them Zion sitting on a hill. That's all you got to do. Show them the real Mount Zion is in Arabia. Don't believe me? Galatians chapter 3, and this will be last. I'm really going after this. It's just that the spirit moving. It's just that the spirit moving. Galatians chapter 3. And let's see what a real Mount Zion is. I told you, you ain't got to argue with nobody, family. All you got to do is let the scripture do the talking, man. Galatians chapter 3. My bad. Galatians chapter 4. My bad. Galatians chapter 4. Galatians chapter 4. Absolutely, Elder Mac, man. That's why they talk about it like they do. Look at this comment from Elder Mac, man, right here. This is absolutely the reason why. The reason why they disrespect Yah's land is because it is barren, but one day it's going to blossom as a rose. The Bible says it. I believe what the Bible say. I doubt nothing. Whatever comes out of Yahshua's mouth, I believe it 110%, 1,000%, 1,000,000,000,000%. I don't doubt the book. What Elder Mac man just said is the absolute reason why most people reject the so-called Middle East as our land, because it is barren, because it is desolate. But one day it's going to blossom as a rose. So let me prove to you that Mount Sinai is in Arabia. When Moses was dwelling with his father-in-law, he was dwelling in Midian. And the Bible says he went to the backside to the mountain of Elohim. So he had to be close by the mountain if he was dwelling in Midian, because Midian is in the same area of Arabia at the Mount Sinai. Let me read it to you. This is Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free. Oh no, verse 25. Verse 25. For this Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, and answer it to Jerusalem, which now is, and is in bondage with her children. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. So all that Africa is the motherland. Now Jerusalem is the mother of us all, because that's where everybody gonna have to come to worship the king. We don't have to go to the continent of Africa to worship the king. We're going to have to go up to Zion to worship the king, which is his holy hill. Holy hill. Holy hill. What I just showed you, a place sitting on the hill. That's it for me, family. I love y'all with the pure heart. I thank y'all for y'all time. I do love my brothers. I love my sisters. But if you lying to Israel, it's our job to sound the alarm. If I was lying to the people, you're supposed to rebuke me. You're supposed to check me. You're supposed to chin check me. You're supposed to call me out. We are not above correction. None of us. If we are out of pocket, we need to correct one another. Did not the Bible say you should love your neighbor as yourself and not suffer sin upon him? So if you lying to the people, I'm not doing this to come up against you in an evil way. I'm just coming up against the doctrine because the doctrine is wrong. The doctrine is wrong. Stop trying to put fear in our people and causing them to leave off of emotions and out off of wisdom. Let Yah guide our people if you want them to go to the continent. But I'm going to keep it real. Why would Yah do such a thing? Like send somebody to a place where they're going to buy land and get scammed, and then you got to lease the land for 99 years? Why would you say Yah sent you to go through that? Yah would not send you to go through that. Don't put that on Yah. Put that on you left because you was afraid. Because you listened to a teacher who told you it's time to go. It's time to flee. Get up out of America. It's about to be destroyed. But we have the elderly here. We got our grandmothers here. We got our grandpas here. We got our babies here. You got your wives and your mothers and fathers here. You think he going to destroy the weak? Those who can't help themselves? He going to destroy them, right? He going to drop bombs on America while his people is going, like, come on. Think about it. Think about it. How you going to lease somebody land for 99 years? Don't you know how dumb that sound? 99 years? Most people don't even live that long. So you going to wait till they pass away, you're going to take the land back. They didn't put all that money into the land, and then they're going to return back to you, and everything they built going to return back to your hands anyway. So that's wickedness, bro. You think y'all going to let y'all get away with what y'all doing to his people? He know y'all despitefully doing wrong to his people with an evil conscience and an evil mind. You know that ain't right. If somebody buy the land, you need to give them the land. They own the land. It's their land. They paid for it. That's why I'm staying right here in America, because our ancestors, man, they put blood, sweat, and tears in this place. They built this place. So I can leave something for my kids right here until Yahshua come. The Bible said that a good man leave an inheritance to his kids' kids. So we trying our hardest to leave some behind for these babies so they can be able to continue and have a life. But you telling me I got to go to Africa to do that, though, when my ancestors did it right here. Our ancestors, man, look at what they went through, family, just for us to breathe. When I say breathe, I'm talking breathe. We have way more space, way more breathing room, way more freedom than they have, and they blood, sweat, and tears is in this pavement, in this ground. They did this for us to have a better life, family. So why I have to flee when we can do what they did right here with each other? And I want to tell y'all something else. Black people not fighting each other like these people be lying. Our people not fighting each other no more. Y'all don't see the unity of our people. Y'all don't see that this stuff is drawing us together. And we don't even all believe the same thing, but we all coming on cold to stand behind each other. When we cutting all that fighting each other out, fam, I don't know if you see it or not. But y'all doing it the way he letting it be done, because he told us to gather yourselves together. So however we got to do that, we going to do that. But we ain't fighting no more, though. We cutting all that foolishness out. I don't see a lot of fighting videos of Negroes squabbling, arguing. I don't see that too much no more. But I see a lot of Hamites coming up against us, want us to be unalive, talking dirty about it. You don't have your nationality, you don't have no culture, and don't nobody respect y'all for nothing. Let me tell you Hamites something. If it wasn't for my ancestors, you would not even be able to open up a business in America. You need to thank our ancestors and you need to thank us. Because if it wasn't for us and our ancestors, you wouldn't even be able to come to America and have a life, Hamite. So be appreciative of what my ancestors did for you to be able to come over here. Talk about we don't have no culture. But every video I see, you trying to look like us. You're trying to dress like us. You're trying to rap like us. You even change your voice to talk like us. But we don't have no culture though, right? But y'all mimicking everything our women do and our brothers do. But we don't have no culture, right? We are the standard for the world. The world watch what we do. And by us being Israelites, we are walking in the light of Yahshua to be that standard of the world because we are Israelites. And we're going to walk in the light of Yahshua and be a good representation of him, not a bad representation of him. And also to the glory to our Father, which is Yahweh, because he get the glory. But our faith is in Yahshua, and we honor the Son. We honor the Son. So I love y'all. I thank y'all. Many blessings to y'all, family. And I say big salute to the mighty nation of Israel. Thank you, August Dreams, for putting the information in the chat. Thank you, Elder McMain, for always helping me out with the scriptures. And Elder McMain put some powerful stuff in there. I hope y'all saw it, family. I hope y'all, he even gave you the Strong's number. Zion is in Tel Aviv. And I thank y'all for your time, family. Big salute.
A good report.
Gather yourselves together, gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire. Gather yourselves together, gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire.
Waking up in Ashkelon, seen everything we lost. All he ever asked, keep these commandments, gave us lost. Waking up and witnessing how bad was the fall. The clouds touched the buildings, y'all, we done lost it all. His eyes upon his land from the beginning to the fall. Lights up in my eyes, I can't explain, I'm just at all. We seen his protection, bombs drop, stood tall. Psalm 91, he out the fence, he the wall. It's the time of compassion, the remnant is gathering. Self-examination, meeting with prayer and fasting. Jerusalem, a holy city surrounded by many mountains. A good land, valley, and hills and deep fountains. Y'all, we did you wrong, we wanna stay home. We devout your name, but you still waking up these bombs. You the only one that get these hymns, get these songs. Gather together, he on the throne.
Gather yourselves together, gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire. Gather yourselves together, gather yourselves together. Oh, nation of desire.
Before the decree, seek righteous, seek peace. Gotta stay humble, stay lowly, stay meek. The day of his anger approaching, we see. He want the remnant of Judah to see coast. We got the cheat code, don't need no peephole. He at the door, let him in, that's his people. The Lion of Judah gon' tear down their ego. She bout to fall, don't you end up where she go.
Gather yourselves together.
words of my beloved sister August Dreams. Thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Short Sham. And big salute to the elders at Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology. And big salute to my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And if any one of these platforms tell you, my beloved brothers and sisters, that Zion is in Ethiopia,
That nigga lying.
if they tell you that the Garden of Eden is in Kenya,
That nigga lying.
and if they tell you that your land is not in the so-called Middle East, because ain't no such thing as Middle East, because he gave Shem the middle of the earth. If they tell you that's not your land because, like Elder Mac Man say, it is barren, they are some certified liars. And I want you to tell them this.
That nigga lying.
And your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson bad with the scriptures, want to say, Shalom to the mighty nation of Israel, and look up, for your redemption draw nigh. Hallelujah. In the name of Yahweh. Let's get it.